All right, man, ladies and gentlemen, it is NBA All-Star Weekend. And on the football side, man, the San Francisco 49ers, once again, is out of a defensive coordinator. We're going to talk about it, all this, on the Real to Sports Talk Show, only on the Real to Sports podcast. All right, man. Thank you guys so much for being here with us on this very late Saturday afternoon, wherever in the world you are right now. Thank you for choosing, once again, the Real Sports Podcast, your destination for analysis and opinions on any and everything sports related. You can follow us on all social media platforms. That includes X, Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and you can even join our sports group on Facebook, man. And you can rep your team and you can talk some football, basketball, whatever you want to talk about. And that is called the Real to Sports Group, and it is on Facebook. Join up. I'm sitting here again, man, ladies and gentlemen, with two of the faithfuls, two of the all-time greats here on the Real to Sports Podcast. And I told you, ladies and gentlemen, that the dog will be here. And ladies and gentlemen, he is right here. He is the OG of the Real to Sports Podcast. He is too hot to handle, and he is too cold to hold, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Clean cut and everything. And he represents the mighty Minnesota Vikings. It is the legendary Q-Dog.
What's going on, people? It's good to see y'all again. I hope all y'all are out there enjoying Black History Month and you're educating your children and your family, and sit down and seeing how far our ancestors have pioneered the way for us to have opportunities today to do things like we're doing on the podcast. And so we just want to say hats out to them for navigating the way for the future of us. And so we need to keep implying this and letting children know, their past and and so they can move forward in their future.
No, that's right, brother. No, that's right. And last but not least, he is the pioneer of the Real to Sports Podcast. The man been here since day one, episode 1. And he is over. Oh, yeah, we know that botch. Oh, boy.
We're going to talk about it.
I know. Hey, but still here 2 years later. He's still here. Over 207 episodes. This guy is the loyal champion of the world, representing the 3-time Super Bowl champion, the Las Vegas Raiders. He is Oklahoma State University alumni. He is the king of predictions, the very talented Mr. Young Mark.
What's going on, y'all? We appreciate you guys coming back for another episode of the Real to Sports Podcast. And as y'all know, we here on the Real to Sports Podcast, we love the ladies. So, fellas, just some free advice from you. It's about that time of year. We just want to let y'all know. I know it's NBA All-Star Weekend, but before she start bringing up old dirt and the fights keep getting worse, y'all know the saying. Put that woman first this weekend. Just a yearly reminder, that's all. We don't want to see y'all come back Tuesday and be like, for the All-Star game, I can remember. Nah. Tell them, Q-Dog, it's Valentine's Day weekend.
The dog ain't feeling it. The dog is not with it. Ah, damn. All right, man. The gang's on here. Let's start the show. But before I start the show, in all seriousness, man, gotta send our condolences, man, to the people that was hurt, man, in the Kansas City Chiefs championship parade. Man. I swear, man, we really need to stop the guns. I mean, God almighty, that's ridiculous. And I don't know what was it for. Maybe it was because of the Chiefs or whatever. But I mean, if it was, it ain't that serious. I hate the Chiefs. Everybody know that. But I'll be damned if I go out here and with a gun and start just shooting up a parade. You know, women and children, families, you know, all here to celebrate the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl, and then, you know, people lose their life. It's sad. It's just really sad. But again, man, we here at the Real Sports Podcast. We want to send our condolences out to those people, hurt people. I know I got you, Q. And I know Taylor Swift is Taylor Swift, but again, she did a good gesture. She sent 100,000 to the family that lost their loved ones. That was pretty big. It's pretty major. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to stop. In order to have things, we have to stop. We have to stop all this gun violence. Or if the government is going to end up taking more and more from us, then we're going to start complaining. But we got a reason to get taken away because we don't know how to conduct ourselves, man. And I'm not saying it's a black person, white person. I'm talking about all races. You gotta stop that mess. Go ahead, Legend.
It's really sad that a team can win a championship and want to celebrate in this city with their fans who've been supporting them, which they should. And it really wasn't about Kansas City. It was about for the fans. Anytime when you have a parade, it's not about for the players. It's for the fans. It's for all of y'all who bought those tickets. For all of y'all who went through those hard years when they didn't win anything. Y'all supporting, y'all stayed with them. And so they want to show their appreciation, to come out and to the city. And for someone to go and to do something like that, I figure it's more attention than anything. I really feel this is just the world we live in. It's sad to say. I think from 2000 on, from 2000 to new millennium, I mean, this world has just been plummeting down. Not to say that anything wasn't being done in the 60s, 70s, or 80s, or 90s, but nothing of this magnitude. And so it's really sad. I'm really sad, not for me, because I've seen good times. I've seen non-violence, and I've seen people come together without gunplay. I've seen that. And for those who's coming up now, these children, and this is what you see on the news, and this is what's been talked about. This is what's been going on in the schools, the colleges. For these young ladies to grow up in a violent world like this, it's sad to say they don't have nowhere really to go have fun, to enjoy themselves. You can't go to the park with the family. And so that being said, I'm saying that, being of my age and see this, it's just terrible. And that's the world we live in. I hate that we got to this point, but it's just some people like that. They just like that. I really enlightened of what this happened. I think what they probably need to do is maybe rent out the stadium or something, let the fans come in for free, celebrate in the stadium where they can scan everybody to come in. It's more safer. I know it'd be cold, but I'd rather be cold than dead. But so my thing is that, man, my heart goes out to those who lost their lives and their family. Taylor Swift, big ups for you and your contribution, because it shouldn't get to this point. And we always say stop the violence, stop the gunplay or whatever, but I'm tired of talking. I'm tired of talking. I mean, I don't know if anything that we can do. I really don't. It just ain't got to the point where it's just something all the time when it comes to these guns.
Mm-hmm.
And so uh, we got some people out here that still want to do things the right way, the respectable way, without killing the next man or the next woman. And you take a life, and you take a life, and you cannot apologize to that person. That person is dead, and their family. And so um, my about 3 weeks ago, my niece boyfriend brother, he got killed in gun violence in Charlotte. He got a shootout with some Mexican gang. Got killed. But he was a part of that life. He was a part of that life. So when you're a part of that life, hey, I'm not saying that I'm sorry, and I'm not saying that I feel for him, but it's to be expected. You go out there like that and be a part of that life, then hey, you come back in a body bag, then hey, you was part of that life. So being at my age and seeing different eras, and it's sad to see this, man. It really is. And I just feel it's just not gonna stop. My personal opinion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Uh, what's up, Drew to the game? Drew to the game is in the building. What's up, Drew to the game? Drew to the game. Missed the episode.
It's an unfortunate part of being on the Real Sports Podcast host. Like, as you mentioned, I've been here since day one. It's like every single year that the show has been in existence, we've had to take time out of the show, not to talk about sports or something positive or something uplifting, but unfortunately to come here and pay tribute to some victims of gun violence. Literally every single year that the show has been in existence, there's been something that we've had to do this for.
True.
It sucks. But unfortunately for me personally, it's almost become to the point where it's a part of everyday life. And I hate to say that, but it seemed like just about every year that I've been on this earth, there's been some type of mass shooting somewhere, whether it was, a church or a synagogue or grocery store, movie theater, hell, even in elementary school.
True.
And there's still, not been anything done. But on a more positive and uplifting note, I hope that everybody out there listening to this, whether you're pro-gun or anti-gun, I think one thing that we should all unite on is the fact that nobody should have to lose their life when they're just out and about trying to enjoy themselves and just live everyday life. I think no matter where you come from, what your religious background is, any of that, I think we all can agree that the most precious gift that anybody can have is the gift of life. And we should cherish that gift every day that we're on this earth. And we should hope and pray that everybody that we interact with and everybody else that's on this earth gets a chance to live a long, fruitful life so that way they can enjoy that gift as long as they can. So, politics aside, political agenda aside, racial division aside, I think if you're disgusted by this, if this is something that upsets you and makes you feel less than good, I think it's time to lock arms with people and try to put a stop to this. It is possible, just that we all got to rally together and come together to put an end to it. We live in a country that came together after tragic events like 9/11 and really rallied together and locked arms and got a lot of stuff done. And I think we can do it again. Just we gotta be willing to say, hey, I know you're white and I'm black, but forget all of that. Let's just come together and get this changed.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with you guys totally. That's why I wish that you guys go ahead and hit that thumbs up, man. Joseph, I wish y'all hit that thumbs up and just go ahead. And because the more we get those thumbs up, the more YouTube will push this show out around the world.
You know what, Post? I'll say one more thing, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but the only remedy that I can see about this is that I think that, technology is a beautiful thing. Don't get me wrong. I remember times where we didn't have technology. You do too, Post. You remember that too. It makes things much more simpler. A lot of way to access information more faster. Way to communicate with people more faster. But at the same time, the technology has been a double-edged sword. It's been good and it's been bad. And so you got the balance of both. And so I think that, it's got to be some kind of a shutdown or solar eclipse or something that shuts technology down for years. We got to get back out in that garden, grow our own corn, work the land, and communicate with each other verbally, face to face. But then you won't have this powerful tool that we call technology that you could use to do the damage that you want to do. So to me, my personal opinion, I just think that if that was to happen, I think it will put people's mindsets on, especially those who grew in the technology world, will be lost. They would not have to fend for themselves, so they'll have to gravitate to what we knew from the past, and that's how they'll have to learn and do things. But I just really feel it's just technology itself. Not saying that people just been using it in the wrong way. I mean, this is the best technology, is the best device. So the cell phone is the best device mankind ever made. You hear me? But at the same time, man, this evilness with it, it's just terrible. People just can't do the conscientious things with their minds because they're just so blocked up and wide up in this world of technology. And I really feel that if that was to happen, that's the only way it's going to stop.
Possibility, man. Responsibility. Technology won't teach you how to be a man. Technology don't teach you how to put out fires, and technology won't teach you how to, cope with mind and society. We just got to stop, man. We just got to stop, think before. And the mental, and it's not to laugh at it, but mental health is a serious thing. It's a very serious thing. A lot of people have mental health and not getting treated because they think that they have egos and they think that the first thing they're going to say, I'm not crazy. It's not about being crazy. It's not about that. You got an issue. You need to talk to somebody about it. It's okay. I read a quote the other day. It's okay to be not okay. Simple as that. So. Yeah, it's okay to be not okay. It's all right. But we got to stop the gun violence, man. Man, time and time again, like Mark said, we, show after show, man, we've said that. We have a couple of gun violence shows. Let's stop. It's got to stop. We've been quiet on the guns for a minute, but let's not continue to start this up. We need to, goddamn, we need to start getting along with people. So, again, man, we here at the Real Sports Podcast. We want to send our condolences out to all those people and their families. All right, man, moving on here. Moving on. We got, guess what, ladies and gentlemen, March 30th. March 30th, we got football. Oh, yeah, this is coming back. And I ain't talking about the weak-ass NFL. I'm talking about some real deal football, man. And to break all that down for the UFL season, it's going to be our very own Mr. Episode Young Mark. He's putting the keys in ignition. It's time to go on the mark right here on the Real Sports Podcast.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's that time of the show where we kick things in a high gear and we cover the world of football outside of the National Football League. Welcome to another edition of On the Mark. I am yours truly, Young Mark. I represent the future UFL champion DC Defenders. Without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Last week, I briefly mentioned some of the new rules coming to the UFL during the 2024 season. The UFL, they're big fans of the Real to Sports podcast. They saw the episode and they said, well, you know what, Mark? Here you go. We're going to go ahead and release our official rule book. So let's go ahead and break it on down. We got some good. We got some pretty good. And we got some not so good. So we're going to cover it all right here, right now. First up, man, point after tries. Go ahead and give it to me, host.
Gotcha. POT, baby. Boom.
All right. So one of the unique things that separates spring football from college football and from the National Football League is instead of having a field goal kicker come on after a team scores a touchdown and kick it through the uprights, the UFL has decided to make things a little bit more interesting. You can go for a 1, 2, or 3 point after touchdown attempt. As you see on the screen, you can line up at the 2-yard line, and if you convert it to one point, you can take it from the 5-yard line for a 2-point try. Or if you're feeling bold, or if you're down late in the game, you need some points. You can go from the 10-yard line and go for 3. So really, if you're down by, say, 9 points at the end of a game, you're really not out of it until the fat lady sings. And that's one of the unique things about the UFL.
Holy hell. This is cool right here.
It really is going to make for some interesting shootouts.
You ain't kidding.
It's really going to force you to change your strategies and offensive play caller. I know last year, like Ben DiNucci, former quarterback of the Seattle Dragons in the XFL, he mentioned just how in-depth and how much a portion of the playbook was devoted to these point-after attempts.
Yeah, that's like an extra couple pages in it, Mark.
Yeah, man. Like, you really have to have some plays dialed up specifically for these situations because, again, there's no running Adam Vinatieri out there to kick a field goal and score a touchdown. You got to line the offense and defense back up and put a stop to it. So, like I said, it's going to make for some really, really exciting football. It worked out great in the XFL last year, so I'm curious to see how the teams that are coming over from the USFL, host beloved Birmingham Stallions, I'm curious to see how they are going to adjust to that new rule. All right, next one, host.
Yes, sir. Right.
All right, so next up we have the alternate possession option. This is honestly my favorite rule in all of football. I don't care what level of football it is. I love this rule. This rule comes from the Alliance of American Football, the league that was ran by former NFL GM Bill Polian. Basically what this is, ladies and gentlemen, if it's 2 minutes or less in the fourth quarter and you are down, you are trailing in the game, you can go for the traditional onside kick, but let's be honest, how many times have we seen an onside kick actually be successful in any level of football? It's really like a 1 in a million type play. So to keep the game more interesting and to give teams more of a chance to make a comeback, the UFL is adopting the alternate possession rule. Basically, like I said, if you're tied or trailing in the fourth quarter, instead of going for that traditional onside kick, you can retain possession of the football with the 4th and 12 from your own 28-yard line. If you pick up that 4th and 12, it's first down, you keep the ball, game plays on. If you're short or you don't get it, the opposing team takes over from wherever the dead ball spot is. So it makes it a very interesting football. So if you can imagine, it's 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
You've been getting beaten and battered all game. You're down by 14. In the NFL, man, this game over. You might as well go ahead and get the buses warmed up.
Yeah,
but in the UFL, you can get those 6 points on the touchdown. You can add another 3 points to that 3-point conversion. That's 9 points, and then basically all you got to do, convert a 4th and 12 and get you another touchdown, and you win the game. So you're always in the game, no matter what, when it comes to the UFL, and that's what we love to see. All right, going on to the next one here, and this is another one of my favorites. This is something I wish was more implemented elsewhere. Overtime. So in overtime in the UFL, you'll have alternating attempts. It's basically the best 2 out of 3 from the 5-yard line. No field goal kicks. No Adam Vinatieri to put the Raiders away in the snow. No, you gotta line
watch
up.
it.
Hey, I'm a Raider fan, man. You got to line up from the 5-yard line. You got 3 attempts to get in the end zone. Whoever's the first one to get 2 out of 3 wins. So, and if neither team is able to get that decisive second try in after you get through 3 of them, you keep going on until the winner is determined. There going to be no ties in the UFL. So it's the name of the game here, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't picked up on it yet, is we want to keep the game of football as exciting and as engaging as possible. So from the beginning of the first quarter to the end of the fourth quarter or the end of overtime, you are thoroughly entertained. You can't take your eyes off the screen. You can't go to the bathroom because you know the kicker's going to kick the field goal. No, you have to be actively engaged from start to finish in the United Football League. Now, having said all of that, that's the good stuff. I got to get to something a little bit more controversial. So, cue it up. Before I get there, I got a question for you.
Okay.
You being a longtime football fan, specifically a Minnesota Viking fan, how different would your fortunes be as a Viking fan if you didn't have to worry about a field goal kicker or kicking wasn't a part of the game?
It'd be very different. It'd be very different.
And host, you being a longtime Raider fan, can you imagine Raiders history without the likes of Ray Guy and Shane Leckler and Sebastian Janikowski?
Oh, no. That
It's
guy
Tom-
saved our arse.
Hey. Does Tom Brady have half of the rings that he does if he can't rely on Adam Vinatieri to kick the game-winning field goal?
That is a fact.
I don't know. I bring all of that up because we're getting to one of the more controversial rules of the UFL. Basically, if you're a kicker or a punter, I don't really know what your role is going to be in the UFL. The reason being is if you're a punter, like on the Arlington Renegade, former Raider punter Marquette King is the punter there. Marquette King was known for his precision punting. That dude could punt the ball down the field, kick the ball out of bounds, and pin a team on their own 5-yard line. That's a no-no in the UFL. They're trying to encourage teams to go for it more on fourth down, and they're doing that by if you punt the ball on fourth down and the ball goes out of bounds anywhere past the 25-yard line, whether it goes out of the 24, the 15, or the 10, it's an automatic touchback, and the ball comes out to the 25-yard line. Same thing for kickoffs. If the kickoff goes out of the back of the end zone, it's brought out on the 25-yard line. So they're getting away from those famous coffin corner punts. So it's not going to be you pinning a team at their own 5-yard line like the Cleveland Browns did to John Elway on the drive. You're not going to see any of that. So it's a little bit controversial because specifically in the USFL, if you've been watching the Dallas Cowboys this past football season, you probably heard it 1,000 times. Brandon Aubrey, who used to be the kicker for the Birmingham Stallions, he had never kicked a football before. He went to the USFL last year, literally was almost perfect kicking field goals and PATs in that league, got a tryout with the Cowboys, and then became an all-pro field goal kicker with them this year.
Right.
If he was still in the UFL, he really would have a diminished role because outside of a three-point field goal attempt, he wouldn't really have anything to do. So this rule is a little bit controversial because people are feeling like it's taken away a huge traditional part of the game. I kind of feel the same way. Like I love being able, I guess it's because I'm a Raiders fan, but I love the idea of pinning a team deep in their own side of the field, making them drive that full length of the field to try to score on me. But that's not going to be the case in the UFL. They want you to keep the foot on the pedal and go for it at all times. Now, some honorable mentions to some other rules that I didn't get into. There's an interesting rule on pass interference. Normal pass interference penalties in the UFL are going to be 15 yards unless the referee determines it was an intentional pass interference. If they deem it was intentional, it then becomes a spot foul. So it's kind of like a combination of the college rule on pass interference and the NFL rule. And then also, the last thing I want to mention to you guys before we get out of here, another one of my favorites is the sky judge / challenge rule. In the UFL, there's going to be a sky judge that can correct any bad call on the field.
I see that.
Before the ball is placed and snapped on the next play, the sky judge can stop the game and be like, hey, there was a
Yeah.
missed call on this play.
Yeah.
Hey, let's review this call just to make sure
I
we
like
got it
that.
right. It's
Yeah.
kind of similar to what you see with the automatic booth reviews late in the NFL game.
Facts. It's the dude in the command center, right? It's like a command
Yeah,
center.
it's gonna be
I like that.
Mike Pierre and forgot my other man's name. I forgot his name, and his name is escaping my mind.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Basically, what you're having here is two former NFL referees who used to be the head of officiating for the National Football League are going to be the sky judges for these games, and they have that ability. If you're a coach, you only get one challenge for the entire game, but you can use that challenge on absolutely any aspect of the game, whether it was a holding penalty, roughing the passer, pass interference, offsides, 12 men on the field, a catch or not a catch, whatever it is, you can throw that one challenge. You only get one during the game, but you can literally use it on anything at all. Imagine how useful that rule would have been for GC and the Saints during the NFC Championship game with that no call and the pass interference. Imagine how critical it would have been for us, hosts, if we would have had that ability to challenge that tuck rule back in 2001. You know what I mean?
Take the T out and add the F.
I couldn't agree with you more. But basically, ladies and gentlemen, the name of the game for the United Football League is all gas, no breaks. I went over that one.
Okay, the kickoffs. Yeah.
The kickoffs. Speaking of, it's not going to be the XFL kickoffs where you're going to have everybody line up 5 yards apart and they can't move until the return man touches the ball. This one is going to be more like the traditional college and professional kickoff. But again, it's got that caveat of if it's a touchback, it comes out to the 25-yard line. So it's going to be all exciting.
I like it.
Yeah, man. The league kicks off on March the 30th. Again, I don't know what you're going to do if you're a punter or a field goal kicker, but if you're a skill position player or offensive lineman or a defensive player, man, you're going to have a lot of opportunities to put some good film on there. So can't wait to see everything kick off on March the 30th. That's On the Mark this week. Back to you, host.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On the Mark with Young Mark is brought to you by the Real to Sports Podcast.
Man, the XFL, boy, them dudes are going to be working. You're going to work to get that win. I love it. They don't make things easy. I like that.
Nope.
It's pressure on the defense. It's pressure on offense. It's pressure on the coaches. That's just pressure alone, man. I like it. I like it, baby. I'm with it.
Hey, Q, dog, you got it.
I mean, I sound a little hoarse here, but it sounds like to me, I mean, it's going to be like some of the old school nasty football we used to use back in the 70s.
There we go, Q. That's what I'll talk about.
Not the passive league that we're in today.
Yes.
So that'd be interesting to see. Be a lot of hard hits, and then that makes a defender want to be a defender then, because
there you go.
He lay that wood on you. He lay that boom
there
on you.
You go.
That's gonna be interesting.
Yes, sir.
That's gonna be really interesting. I love to see that.
Yes, sir. Hey, good job, Rob.
We gotta bring you over, man. Come on over to the DC Defenders. We got a lot of former Minnesota Vikings on the squad, so come on and support your Vikings and join DC.
But I go Birmingham. USFL champs, baby.
Skull.
Oh yeah.
As long as your favorite quarterback is Luis Perez, we cool.
The hell with him, please. Please. But yeah, man, March 30th, I can't wait, man. I'm going to be a UFL fan, bro, because I like that those guys are they give it their all. I'm not saying NFL don't, but they give it their all. They push. You know, they trying to win, man, and it's competitive, and that's what we fans was drawn to the NFL back then. It was competitive. Now they playing flag football in the Pro Bowl.
Let me ask you a question, Mark.
Football in the Pro Bowl?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Do you think that a lot of these guys is their dream is to transfer to the NFL?
Yep.
It is, and a lot of guys have done that. What's going on, fellas? You've had NFL legends like Reggie White, Steve Young, Jim Kelly, Doug Williams, all NFL Hall of Famers or future NFL Hall of Famers that started off
Jim
playing
Kelly was
spring
that dude.
football. Yeah, they
Woo!
all started playing in one of these leagues.
But what I'm generally saying is that these guys are under different rules than the NFL. And if their dream is to come to the NFL, so when they play in this league, and they have to transfer to the NFL, so they'll have to stop all of that type of playing football, knowing that the NFL is a different league. You know what I'm saying? So will the game that they have for the USFL and they go to the NFL, will it work?
It will, because one of the things that Daryl Johnson, he was the head of the USFL. One of the things that he pushed for during this merger was to make the game innovative, but still familiar to traditional football fans, and most importantly, to NFL scouts, because the goal is to help some of these guys who might not have gotten an opportunity to play in the NFL to put good film on tape and get a chance to go to the league. So, for example, in Dallas, Kevontae Turpin, he played in the USFL for 2 years in these new innovative rules, and he immediately brought those skills to the NFL and became an all-pro, Pro Bowl punt returner. So it is possible to translate those skills, especially with this new rule book being more traditional football versus like what we had in the XFL the last 2 times. So seeing how it's going to be more traditional football, I think a lot more guys are going to get the opportunity to go play in the NFL this year. Hell,
But the,
the quarterback from host favorite team, the Birmingham Stallions, he got an NFL contract and he's currently with the Packers right now after back-to-back years in the USFL.
Alex Magoo.
I can understand it. I can understand it being beneficial for the offensive player, but the defensive players under these rules that they can lay the boom like they know that years of playing, maybe a couple of years of playing in USFL, and the way to be able to put a tattoo on somebody, you got to come to the NFL and alter that. You got to get that up, and that might take away from your game because that's what you do.
I stay in the UFL.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that.
I call that.
He might be more beneficial for the offensive player, but not the defensive players, not the ones that hit.
Yeah. I'm curious, me personally, Q-Dog, and I'm glad you mentioned that. There are some former NFL players on the defensive side of the ball playing in this league, like DJ Swearinger, who's one of the hardest hitting safeties in recent memory. Reuben Foster. Reuben Foster, one of the hardest hitting linebackers to recently come out of Alabama. They're both playing in this league. So I'm really curious, especially in Reuben's case, if he balls out and does really well and still able to lay those hard hits like he used to in college, how he would translate back to the NFL. So yeah, you're right. If you're a defensive guy, you're gonna have to pull back a little bit if you do get the call, but I think it's possible.
Shout out to the live chat. People watching this right now, man. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you guys for being here. I know it's late, but this is the Real Sports Talk Show late night edition.
Nightcap.
The nightcap. I'm sitting here with Mr. Episode and the legendary Q Dog. The diggity dog. The dog. But yeah, I can't wait, man. UFL, man. I'm ready, bro. I am ready. I'm ready to see some cats get hit, bro. I'm ready to see some competitors. I'm ready.
I know you're ready for week 1 to see Luis Perez get hit.
Yes, get murdered by my Birmingham Stallions, baby. Let's go. Go, baby. Man's man game is back. All right, man. We're gonna transition over from the gridiron over to the hard floor. I'm talking about basketball, man. We got this week, man. Tonight, matter of fact, NBA All-Star. This is NBA All-Star Weekend, ladies and gentlemen. NBA All-Star Weekend. Tonight, man, we got the 3-point contest, the slam dunk contest. We got Steph Curry battling out with Sabrina. Boy, that's gonna be good because Sabrina, man, daylights. Yo, she is good.
Good ain't the word.
Boy, what she about good as Steph. Yo, she's on another planet. She's on another planet with her threes, though. But let's start off, man. The 3-point contest tonight. 3-point contest tonight, man. We got Q and Mark, the contestants. For the Milwaukee Bucks, Malik Beasley. From the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. for the Indiana Pacers, Tyrese Halliburton for the Milwaukee Bucks, and defending champion Damian Lillard. From the Utah Jazz, Lauri Markkanen. From the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell. From the Minnesota Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns. And to round it off, from the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young. The dog. Who you got in this 3-point contest tonight, my brother?
I'll tell you what, I think Karl Anthony Towns too big to be in the 3-point contest.
He was in that year for last and he won. Ain't that something?
Yeah, I was gonna say he's a former 3-point champion.
Word, he won year before last. I'm like, yo, why is this dude in here? Like, it pisses me off, man. I swear, I'm like, yo, every time he shoot, I'm mad. Are you kidding me? This dude is like 6'11", 7 foot, and he's shooting threes.
It's wild, but it's a different game that I know. So. Stephon Curry, he's in the 3-point contest.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
He's good, boy. He like D-Ray like an ant. You just can't squish him.
That's what he is.
Yeah, but who you got? Who you got, OG? Who you got, OG? OG, I know you done seen a lot of 3-point contests in your time. Yeah, I ain't gonna be putting that A stamp on you. You feel me, God? But I've been there too. I ain't going to lie. But who you got? These 8, brother?
I mean, I can't. Stephon Curry, man, it's hard to go against the man. I mean, to me, one of the best in the in the league today in shooting. I know he's an old fella now. He's officially become an old man.
Oh, Steph ain't in this one. He ain't in this one.
No, he's in a special side contest.
He's in a special one against Sabrina
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really seen anybody else.
D-Rick.
I don't know how good Donovan Mitchell. I just have to go back with Townsend then. If he won a couple years ago, I'm gonna go back with him. Yeah, I'll take him.
Okay.
I mean, to me personally,
he's shooting 43% from the 3-point line. He's 43.8, which is pretty good.
I mean, but you're a big man, though, man. I mean,
I'm saying, man, what the hell going on here?
I can't get past that, man. Why is you want to be out there? I mean, I don't know. It's a new generation of basketball. So I'm gonna leave it alone.
I never seen the man Matamo out there shooting threes.
I just don't understand. No.
What?
I mean, a lot of them, I think they got guard minds. They be big, but they have a
play
mind.
Guard. Play guard. I mean, god damn. Kevin Durant is 6'11", and guys like that are doing that. I think it started more with Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway, 6'7", 6'8", a big guard. Like, it started with all Penny Hardaway. Penny Hardaway was a big guy. He's a big guard. And then here come T-Mac. Oh, boy. The list goes on and on. Now, big man, I want to shoot the 3 too. What? No, you get rebounds and blocks, baby. Everybody got their – go ahead. Mark. It pisses me. D-Ray said I'm going to take Dame. Okay. The champ, the defending champ. That's who you going with, Mr. Episode?
Yeah, man. I got to roll with my main man, Dame Dollar, fellow Raider fan. Of course, you got that shield tattooed on you. I'm going to rock with you till the end of time, to be honest with you. But looking at that field, really, you do not want to sleep on Lauri Markkanen. He is sneaky good from behind the arc. And also Karl Anthony Towns is sneaky good as well. I know that don't sit well with hosting Q-Dog, but
no,
I got to see it firsthand this year when he played the Hornets in Minnesota. Man, he was that first half of that game, man. He was just unbelievably accurate from 3, and it just made no sense. The Hornets still won that game, by the way, but But
hey, go ahead, Mark.
I want to give an honorable mention to Karl Anthony Towns. Like I said, Lauri Markkanen is my dark horse, but I can't go against a fellow Raider fan. I got to go with Dame Dollar.
So both of y'all go with Dame. Both of y'all going Dame.
That's what I'm rocking with.
I'm a dark horse, goddammit, because that's what I like to do. I'm going with the brother from the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson, bro. I'm going with the left-hander. I'm going with Jalen Brunson. let me tell you something about this dude. This dude, man, I'm telling you, if he's put the New York Knicks on his back, the Knicks is balling right now, bro. And he just picked up Alec Burke from Toronto. Yeah, they're balling. I think the Knicks can go I ain't gonna say all the way, but I think they're gonna take the place of the Miami Heat. They're gonna be one of them teams, bro. That you're gonna see them coming. I like the Knicks, man. I like the Knicks. I like Jalen Brunson. To me, and I know I might get jumped for saying this, but I think to me personally, man, Jalen Brunson is the next Chris Paul, bro.
I can't disagree with that.
That dude is nice, bro. He is nice. He is like Gary Payton mixed with Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher.
That dude is sick, bro. Yeah, Derek Fisher, man. He's a heartbreaker, man. He killed. Oh my God, can't stand that dude, man. But boy, he can shoot.
So I guess Matt Barnes, one of your favorite players.
That's right, Philly G. Matt Barnes.
Since you don't like Derek Fisher, it must mean you a big Matt Barnes fan.
Oh, that whole situation. Oh, nah. Matt Barnes is trash. He's good on defense though. But yeah, I'm going with Jalen Brunson, bro. First left-hander to win the 3-point contest, man. Let's go, Jalen. Let's go with that left hand, bro. And my honorable mention would be I'm gonna go with Spider, man. Donovan Mitchell. I'm gonna go with Spider. Spider's streaky, but when Spider's on, he's on. Spider can really knock it down. He can knock it down when it counts. Laurie Marketing, like you said, Mark, is nothing to sleep on. No, sir, he ain't. Because he a big guy. Again, why is a big guy shooting threes? But the two biggest guys in this is Laurie Marketing and Karl Anthony Towns. Both of them is like 6'11". 6'10", 6'11". It's dumb. But Jalen Brunson, man. Let's go. I'm with the Knicks, man. I'm with the Knicks, boy. Them Knicks, boy. They come down the court with that left hand. I'm with him, bro. I'm a Jalen Brunson fan, bro. I'm a Jalen Brunson fan. All right, Q-Dog. We got Steph Curry, man. He said this year's NBA All-Star Night, All-Star Saturday Night will feature a first of its kind on one-on-one three-point competition between Warriors All-Star Steph Curry and New York Liberty All-Star guard Sabrina Loneschool. The competition will follow the standard three-point contest rules. Huh?
It's a Nescu.
Lanescu? I thought it was Loneschool.
It's the first letter in her last name's an I.
Oh, is it French? Lanescu?
I'm not sure.
Lanescu.
But it's an I.
Okay. Lanescu. Okay. It's set to take place after the NBA All-Star contest before the NBA slammed up. And we got to hurry up and get through, man, because come on, soon. But yeah, man. So who y'all got? Y'all got Steph or you got Sabrina? I know, Q, you probably don't know about Sabrina, but I'm trying to tell you, bro. That girl's from another planet.
Who she play for?
New York Liberty.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about.
She got I think she's on YouTube, man, with her shooting. Oh my God. Woo, this gonna be I'm gonna tell you something. Steph is great. He is the greatest shooter of all time. Don't get me wrong. He is. Crown him. Big old crown. But boy, he gonna have to bring it today. Cause that girl ain't, boy, she can shoot, bro. I'm talking about she is lights out. Yeah. So who y'all got, man? The NBA or the WNBA? Who you got, Q-Dog?
I'm gonna take the NBA.
There we go. Come on, Steph. Going with Steph.
Q-Dog, you by yourself on that one, bro. Sabrina is the real effing deal. Yes, and the reason I say that, Q-Dog, last year during WNBA's All-Star Weekend, they do a three-point contest as well. Q-Dog, she damn near went perfect. She only missed one shot the entire contest. Both of these athletes are former NBA 2K cover stars for a reason. Yeah. But I am going with Sabrina. She's younger, she's fresher, and she is damn near automatic. I don't even think a mechanical shooting robot could outshoot her. I'm taking Sabrina all day long.
Yeah, bro. Right? She's that good, bro. He ain't lying, bro.
All day long.
She goddamn boy. Wait till you see her tonight, bro. D-Ray said, I'm going to take the WNBA. I feel you, bro. I'm gonna go with Serena too.
D right. No, he up there in New York where she at. She
younger. She younger than Steph too. Steph 35 years old, bro. Like I mean, Steph is great as he is, man. But I mean, you constantly shooting from them racks, bro. It's a lot on your knees. You know what I'm saying? You gotta,
your conditioning has to be on point to do that. That's an underrated aspect of that 3-point contest.
Yeah, got to. That young girl might show him out. As great as Steph is, but one thing, but I gotta give it to Steph though, because if he hit 3-4 in a row, your ass is in trouble.
But he's going up against somebody who only missed 2 shots in the entire contest last year.
Steph did it when he won the title twice. He missed 2. He had 28 points. I mean, I get what you say. I'm with you on Sabrina, but Steph is the type of dude, man. You get him, boy. If he clear rack, you in trouble. You in trouble, bro. When he clear that rack, you don't let him get no momentum. That's a wrap. Because like he did in 20, I can't remember when he won it. It was man, he only missed 2
That was the
shots.
original Charlotte, I believe.
Charlotte, yeah. And he missed 2. He had his dad jersey on, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed 2.
Shout out Del Curry, baby.
Word. He missed 2.
The original Curry.
He was a beast. Oh man, Del Curry was supposed to be that dude was something special. Lord have mercy. That boy
Charlotte Hornets, baby. He wanted a Laker, he wanted a Spur, he was a Hornet.
Law school is Romanian in origination.
Appreciate that, Drew, to the game.
Yeah, for real. I didn't know she's Romanian.
She was on the cover of NBA 2K. She is that real.
Yeah, she's good, bro. God damn. She's good. She is good. This is gonna be good, man. It's gonna be good tonight. All right, man. Let's move on to the slam dunk contest. The 2024 NBA All-Star Slam Dunk Contest features a unique group headlined by the defending dunk champion Mac McClung of the G League's Osceola Magic and All-Star forward Jaylen Brown. Brown is the first current All-Star to participate in the Slam Dunk Contest since DeAndre Jordan in 2017. And here's the participants, of course, from the Boston Celtics, Jaylen Brown. From the Miami Heat, Jamie Jaquez Jr. From the Osceola Magic G League, Mac McClung. And from the New York Knicks, former champ. No, I'm sorry, not former champ.
Brother of the former champ.
Brother of former champ. I mean, Jacob Toppin.
Yeah.
Is the brother of Obi Toppin, who is with the Grizzlies.
Hold up.
I know you got trade. I know he's not with the Knicks. I thought it was the Grizzlies.
I believe it's Indiana.
It might be Indiana. You're right.
I got you. I'm confirming right now for you. Yep.
Gotcha.
He is currently playing for the Indiana Pacers.
Gotcha. Yeah. So OG, hey man, you know OG from Vince Carter to Jason Richardson, Michael Jordan, Spud Webb, Larry Nance, who else? Dwight Howard, Nate Robinson, all those champions from the past. Even Zach LaVine. But who you got, Q-Dog? Jaylen Brown. You got Jamin Jaquez Jr., who nobody ever heard of. Mac McClung, who won last year, Osceola Magic. Or you got Jacob Toppin, brother of former champion, Obi Toppin.
Oh, man, I'll tell you. I don't know too much about these new cats.
Oh, the Pacers. Good job, D-Rick.
I don't know, man. I'm just going to throw Jaylen Brown in there.
Throw Jaylen? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be wrong. You can't be wrong, bro. You can't be wrong on that. This episode.
I was pleasantly surprised when I found out Jaylen was competing this year.
Yeah,
I can't lie to you. Because like we were talking in the production meeting, it really has been such a long time since a prominent, well-known name really competed in the dunk contest. It's
facts.
I hate to say it, but it's fallen on some really hard times.
Since Dwight Howard and Nate Robinson.
Nah,
because Zach
Aaron and Zach tried to bring it back.
Yeah, but them two, yeah, come on. But Zach Lane wasn't a household name like how he is.
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I'll give you that.
And Aaron Gordon wasn't either.
they were the oasis that we found in after wandering in the desert
Diamond in the
for
rough.
years with the dunk contest. But
Absolutely.
man, I wish we could go back to the glory days of it. But ran aside. I'm gonna go with Mac, the defending champion, only because he's been in this before. And one of the things that I really appreciate about him, and I hate to even say it's become a lost art in the dunk contest of all things, but Mac was doing spectacular dunks and he was nailing them on the first attempt. Like it has become so commonplace these last couple of years. Like when they did the All-Star game during the pandemic in Atlanta, for example, dudes was like taking 3, 4, 5 attempts to land a dunk. That's not dunk contest material, if you ask me. So you got to be able to bring your A game and put it down on the first one. I might grace you if you need 2 tries if dunk is really like that. Right. But I prefer dudes who can throw it down on the first go around with no do over. So I'm gonna take Mac. I don't know how serious Jaylen Brown's gonna take this. Like if he's just doing it for the hell of it, or if he's actually like serious about it. I don't know. We'll find out in a little bit. But yeah, man, I'm gonna go with my main man Mac, who won it last year.
I'm going with you, man. I'm going with Mac, man. I'm gonna tell you something about Mac, the Mac militant. Hey, I'm going with the champ.
Coming to get it on.
I know that. Tell
Hey. If Q-Dog was a wrestling personality, he'd be Teddy Long.
Word up. holla, player. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Mac, man. Let me tell you something. That dude is athletic, man. At first I'm like, man, I mean, it's the dunk contest. We done seen everything. We done seen cats dunk the ball and blow a cupcake. We done seen that. We done seen a Joker dunk in his socks. We done seen dudes jump over cars. We done seen dudes jump over, come out of a phone booth. I mean, we done seen dudes jump over 2 people in the chair. Like, we done seen stuff. We done seen it. But I think out of the McClung, man, I think he got some. I think because he coming back to defend his title and he's in the G League. So now he's gonna try to get some shine. So I think he got some. I think he got something for us tonight. I think he got something for us, bro. I think he really do got something for us. The dude is charismatic. I mean, he put on a show last year. I was like, I jumped on my seat like, God damn! I can't believe somebody doing that. Jaylen Brown, I think he's gonna do some just basic dunks. He got to be careful because you got to get up for a second half, right? And your team is number 1 in the East, so you got to. I don't even know why you in it, but I'm glad that he participated. That's cool. But
wait, host, is it an unfair statement to say that the dunk contest is the basketball, what the Pro Bowl is the football? It's just like, what's the point anymore?
Yeah, because we done seen it all. Like, I mean, but
it's watered down.
It's for entertainment. I mean, I get that. I mean,
if it's for that, it's been failing the last couple of years.
You ain't lying.
That one in Atlanta with Obi Toppin, all due respect to him, but that joint was garbage.
Yeah, it was trash. The one John Wall won, that joint was trash.
And 4 attempts to
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Cole Anthony from the Magic. Oh my God, dude! I was sitting there watching like this, and then I was watching like this. He put on some Timberland boots, bro, and dunked the ball. Yippee! But I mean, it is what it is, man. But I'm going with Mac. I'm going with Mac to defend that title, to get his shine. I guarantee you, he win Philadelphia. Not Philadelphia. Orlando Magic will probably call him up. Shout out to Orlando Magic, man. They balling right now, bro. I like the Magic. I like the Magic. They're looking good. Yeah, man. So last but not least, man, we got the NBA All-Star game, or as the Northerners say, All-Star game. Yeah. Eastern Conference. It is back, Q. It is back finally. Thank you. The Eastern Conference is back against the Western Conference, like it's supposed to be. Great days in the money. I'm glad that they went back to that format. So it's not right. Why they got him on the East? But anyway, the Western Conference All-Star starters, LeBron James, Kevin Durant, Nikola Jokic, the Joker, Luka, those two. Oh boy. And Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I'll tell him, man. He deserved that. He deserved that. He deserved that. Word. On the East, Giannis, Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, which might not play. No, he would not play. Yeah, he's done. God damn, meniscus.
I mean, it's the NBA season. Joel Embiid is hurt. I mean, that's basketball, right?
That's basketball. Who's probably going to take his place as a big? Probably Julius Randle. That's all I got. But anyway, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, Tyrese Halliburton, and Damian Lillard. On the Eastern bench, got Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Donovan Mitchell, Bam Adebayo. Yeah, I'm saying it right. Adebayo. Paolo made it. Lando Magic, Paolo, Banchero, Jaylen Brown, Julius Randle, who might not play. Oh, damn, Julius Randle might not. He's a shoulder injury. So Barnes, Scotty Barnes, and Trae Young is the replacements, Mark and Q. Scotty Barnes and Trae Young is the injury replacements. That's a little disrespect to Trae Young, but anyway. And on the Western bench, you got Devin Booker, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, who is lighting it up, Anthony Davis, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and Karl Anthony Towns. The dog. East or the West this year, and who will be the MVP?
Well, you know, one thing about the All-Star game, it's about the fans, so not to be playing the kind of defense like they'll be playing regular season. It'll be up and down, out-oops, showtime plays. So I'll probably take the East. I think Giannis probably pushing that ball and doing crazy things with it. So I'm going to take the East.
East. Who's the MVP?
Giannis.
Giannis got it before one time, I think. Yeah, okay. Mr. Wait a minute. First of all, I don't like this, man. Because where's De'Aaron Fox? Oh, man, what? Devin Booker? Man, no, man. Where's De'Aaron Fox, bro? I ain't worried about it. Because I'm going to tell you something. Sacramento Kings is no joke. They no joke. Now, I know they're the Kings. They've been the Kings. They've been trash since, 2002? But I'm telling you, that team, man, give them a few years. De'Aaron Fox is the beast, bro. But anyway, this episode, who you got in the All-Star game, the East or the West, and who will be your MVP? Well, who you think going to be your MVP tonight?
I mean, it's simple, man. Just like when it was, you know, the 90s in the world of rap, West Coast is the best coast, man. I mean, come on now. The Western Conference roster is absolutely stacked.
It is stacked.
And it's bittersweet for me, being a Hornets fan, to say this, but I'm gonna go with SGA. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is my MVP.
Holy hell!
And I say that's bittersweet because, for those of you who don't know, he was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, but we traded him for Miles Bridges. So
damn. Well, it worked out.
I could have SGA, who's always healthy and always available and always balling,
out of trouble.
Miles Bridges.
Yeah.
I love Miles. Come on.
Yeah, Shea's no joke, man. He's definitely come on as of late. I think they're number 2 in the Western Conference right now.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So you go in the Western and you said Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay.
My MVP.
I'm gonna jump all day. Okay. I'm gonna jump with the dog here, man. I'm gonna jump with the dog. I'm going. No, dog. You're gonna have to be by yourself, the dog. I'm gonna go Western Conference too. I'm gonna go Western Conference. Western Conference is gonna win, and I think Luka is gonna be the MVP. I think Luka's gonna get off. I think so. You got LeBron James, former MVP, Kevin Durant, former MVP. I think the Joker number one. So you got two odd dogs here, Luka and Gil, SGA. Yeah, Luka's the biggest star of the two. But I can see Luka and Joker, they hooking back up. Them two, they love to play, with each other, like brothers or whatever. I see Luka winning it, bro. I see the Western Conference winning. I see this going to the wire, to the wall. Yeah, I see it going all the way, bro. It's gonna be a good All-Star game, man. I got a good feeling about it, man. I got a good feeling. This is LeBron James' 20th All-Star game. It's amazing. 20 years,
yeah, man.
20 All-Star. It's good. He's second to Kareem, I believe. Yeah.
I got y'all check on that for you. Hold up.
All right. All-Star. So again, man, All-Star game going to be out of the chain. Probably start at 8 o'clock. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are not going to waste too much of your time. We're going to hurry up and get this thing out of here so we all can go join the festivities of the NBA All-Star Weekend. And Q, I know back in the day, man, we used to have that All-Star feeling, like the NBA All-Star Weekend. Like, we used to have it, but it's like watered down a little bit now. I don't know if I just don't feel like how it used to be. Like, I know Jordan stuff has moved on and retired or whatever, man. But, I like this. When I was watching it, I love Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan. What you take my money? Magic Johnson versus Michael Jordan in the All-Star game. Let's go. Shaquille O'Neal versus David Robinson. Yes, sir.
My bad, I didn't mean to cut you off. To
No,
answer
you
your
good.
question, LeBron has the most All-Star game selections with 20 in a row.
Okay.
That's also a record for the most consecutive. This year, he passed Kareem for the all-time lead with 20.
That is.
Kareem second with 19.
Yep.
Kobe's third with 18. And Tim Duncan and KG, Kevin Garnett, round out the top 5 at 15. Oh, Shaq as well. My bad.
Shaquille. Okay.
So considering LeBron James is more All-Star selections than Michael Jordan, that proves again LeBron James is the GOAT. Go James.
No. No, not the GOAT, but he can be the GOAT's little brother. No.
Oh Lord, I tried.
Again, man, we got 45 minutes, I believe, to the All-Star thing. So we're gonna get through this thing here, man. We're gonna get this thing going. We got one more, ladies and gentlemen, and we was over in the gridiron and we jumped on the court. Now let's go back over to the gridiron and end this thing because I think I'm gonna unleash the dog on this one. But really quick, really quick, ladies and gentlemen, the San Francisco 49ers is part ways with defensive coordinator Steve Wilks after one season with the team. When asked about this performance and future employment of defensive coordinator Steve Wilks with the San Francisco 49ers on Tuesday, head coach Kyle Shanahan gave a blanket statement about his coaching staff. He said, and I quote, "I haven't talked to anybody yet," he said. So, yeah, I expect all our coaches to be back on Wednesday. The 49ers fired Wilks, who finished his first year with the team in that role. The 49ers lost to Super Bowl 58 to the Kansas City Chiefs 25-22 in a game where the defense played well for most of the game but folded late. Chiefs scored only one touchdown in regulation and came off at a muffled punt deep in San Francisco territory. It was even more impressive considering Dre Greenlaw suffered a torn Achilles mid-game, and Arik Armstead and Javon Hargrave were playing through injuries in the Super Bowl. But on the final possession of regulation in the first series of overtime, the 49ers defense couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes from doing enough. A few times with his legs to lead them to victory late. And last but not least, Nick Bosa told reporters that he thought the 49ers could have been more prepared for Mahomes as a runner in the read option game, as the quarterback had two key conversions late. Q-Dog, give it to me straight.
Well, it's really a sad situation for Steve Wilkes.
Drew to
You
the game.
know,
Come on, Drew. Sign up,
I,
Drew.
I really feel like I'm gonna be short and sweet on this one. I think he was done
Yes, sir.
wrong. I think some of the blame has to go on Mike Shanahan too.
Yes, sir.
Because of his I didn't approve of his overtime drive when he won the field goal. I mean, settled for a field goal.
Yeah.
You got Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. There's no way you let him get on the field. There's no way, no, absolutely. You know, I mean, you spread that offense out. You get Ayuk out there, and you just
Yes,
you alley that ball out there.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let
sir.
your big man go get it or get
There
a
you
flag
go.
or something.
There you go.
But to put the onus on that man to fire that man like that, you know, we see what Carolina did when they fired him. They had a losing season.
Yeah.
I think that was the last time San Francisco will be back.
Yes, sir.
I don't think they'll be back. So instead of sharing the blood of the brain, you had to use the man for a scapegoat. So it is what it is. But Steve Wilkes, we always seem like we're doing this to you all the time, every year.
Yeah.
You've been done wrong, and we tell you to hang on and you find success somewhere else. So you'll continue to do that, and hopefully you'll land somewhere where you can be successful and win the Super Bowl.
That's true. That's right. That's right. Missed the episode.
Oh man. OC, you might have to edit. You might have to edit me out for what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna just say it like it is.
Go ahead. Sell it.
This some bullshit.
Yeah.
Just to be quite frank and quite honest
Oh, yeah.
with you, I don't understand the justification for it, and I feel like Steve Wilkes was a scapegoat yet again.
Yeah.
He was a scapegoat in Arizona for some unknown reason. With that horrible team that he inherited, he didn't even really get a chance to turn it around. Mr. Tepper did him dirty in Carolina after he had rallied the troops in a similar fashion when Antonio Pierce did for us. You know, they fired the head coach. He takes over. Team starts playing a lot better. Is on the fringe of the playoff, and they say, "Nah, we're good. We're gonna go somewhere else." And the dude that they replaced him with didn't even last a full season with the team. And then to do this, and I'm sitting here looking at the statistics. That's why I'm on camera right now. You know, in total defense during the 2023 NFL regular season, the Steve Wilkes-led San Francisco 49ers were third in the freaking league. You had the third best total defense in the league, but your defensive coordinator is not a good fit, so you fire him?
No.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy.
Shanahan, let's keep it all the way 100 with each other, man. You deserve more so of the blame, in my opinion, for the downfall of the 49ers in the Super Bowl than Steve Wilkes did. Because let's keep it a band with you. Steve Wilkes had the defense to tighten up in the game against Detroit. They completely stifled Detroit's offense in the second half. He helped get stops when he needed to against Green Bay to keep the season alive when it really should have ended there. And again, like I just read out the stats, like they had the third best total defense in the National Football League, despite losing a lot of key players to injury this year. And out of all the changes you need to make on that organization, it's Steve Wilkes' fault, and he's the scapegoat. And then what makes this even worse, ladies and gentlemen, reports are coming out. Guess who the damn 49ers want to replace him with? Take a wild guess. The same defensive-minded head coach, and I say defensive-minded in air quotes, that had 63 points put on him on national TV by the Las Vegas Raiders. They're trying to replace him with Brandon effing Staley. What the hell has Brandon Staley done to deserve another opportunity in this league? That's like hiring Josh McDumbass to be your offensive coordinator.
I think it's something against the Rams. It can't be something against the Rams, bro. Are you kidding me? That's a whole different defense.
I disagree with this would be an understatement. Again, I don't know why the NFL just loves doing this man dirty like this. For the life of me, I just can't understand it at all. It makes no sense. There really was no rightful reason why they fired him. And I don't know what to tell Coach Wilkes going forward because it's like I want him to get another opportunity to show what he can do. I really do. But it's like every time he gets to a team, they cut his legs off from under him before he gets the chance to even build some momentum. Or in the case of San Francisco, he does really well all season. Y'all lose one game and now you want to fire him. Like I don't understand it, host. Like I've never seen. This is the most I've ever seen one person get screwed more in the NFL for some non-political reasons since my man Doug Flutie back in the day. Like Steve Wilkes is getting done over more by the NFL than Doug Flutie did, and that's saying something, man.
Yeah, you know, I agree. I agree, both of y'all. I mean, both of y'all is hitting on all cylinders. What it is a scapegoat, like Q says. He's a scapegoat. The Ray McLeod, that wasn't Steve Wilkes' fault. No, that wasn't. I mean, Dre Greenlaw going down, that wasn't Steve Wilkes' fault. Only fault Steve Wilkes had really was his formation, was his play calling. He was in a 5-2, 5-2 zone. You're zoning against Patrick Mahomes in overtime. It's something that you don't do. And I knew it was something when Kyle Shanahan called timeout, and because he was pissed because he had 3, and he called timeout because he looked at the defense. And what it was is San Francisco had 4 across, and they was guarding. They was guarding the first down. They put it like this: Steve Wilkes was not going to get beat by the long ball. If they was going to win, Steve Wilkes was going to make them win on their feet. But you cannot do that. Not with a runner like Pacheco, and not with Patrick Mahomes running like that. So I think that was the only mistake. I mean, this guy shut him down for the whole game, bro. He shut him down, man. So Dre Greenlaw went down. That wasn't his fault. I said this, and I'm not using no excuse. If Dre Greenlaw was there, we'd have had San Francisco been hosting at Lombardi. They'd have been hosting at Lombardi because Dre Greenlaw was putting the clamps down on Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce didn't start catching into the second half when Greenlaw went down. So Steve Wilkes, man, I think he did a phenomenal job with him. I mean, but San Francisco cannot keep a defensive coordinator say they like you. They just can't, bro. Robert Salah, he fired. Well, he left.
Well, he got a head coaching job.
Head coaching job. Who else? D'Amico, head coaching job.
Head coaching job.
Yeah. Steve Wilkes is not going to get it. I don't know. It's just something about this guy that people just don't. I don't understand it. But San Fran ought to kick themselves in the foot, and George Lynch should too. John Lynch, I mean, I'm saying George for the different states, Texas. But John Lynch, he should really kick himself in the foot. And it's not fair that this guy had to lose his job just because of that. I think he did phenomenal in the Super Bowl that most teams couldn't even do to the Kansas City Chiefs all season long, except for us. But and this guy was doing a good job, man. It sucks, man. It sucks for him, man. Because again, time and time again, from Arizona to Carolina, now to San Fran. Goddamn, he took this defense to the Super Bowl, and you fire him on one season. It's gonna come back and haunt San Francisco. And I agree with Q when Q said they're not going next year. See, God don't like ugly. And they did the man dirty. He did him dirty, bro. And he shouldn't. And I don't think San Fran's going back because you got teams coming up definitely down in the NFC. I mean, you got the Detroit Lions. You got the Vikings. You got I say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Baker Mayfield.
Even in their own division, you got the Rams.
Yeah, the Rams. You got the Rams. Again, you got the Rams, you got the Lions, you got the Vikings, you got the Bucks.
I don't know about Minnesota. I don't know about them.
It took a minute. He said he don't know about Minnesota, Q.
It's okay. We like it like that.
Yes, sir. But yeah, man, I think he was just treated. I think he wasn't treated right, man. And I really hope Steve Wilkes found him a good job. I think Q said that he should take a college job. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Why just get out of the NFL, because the NFL don't. You work hard for the NFL, but the NFL don't love you. So just get up out of there, man. Just go. Maybe go over to the UFL and go over there. Hell.
Yeah, the UFL is giving opportunities to a lot of guys who wouldn't have gotten opportunities otherwise. So if they do decide to bring back one of the USFL teams next year, I can see it. But between him and Eric Bieniemy, man, I don't know what it is about the NFL.
But it is, bro. And I'm not even gonna throw the race card out there. That ain't it. D'Amico's a head coach.
Yeah.
So you can't throw the race
as much
card.
as we want to say, throw the race card out there, it's kind of hard to when you look at, like you mentioned, D'Amico. The Houston Texans hired 3 black men in a row to be their head coach. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the hell? Like I don't know, man. I really wish the guy would get a job like ASAP just for that. I know we had Patrick Graham, huh?
It might be age between him and Eric Bieniemy. Might be age discrimination.
It could
that
be.
does exist. That does exist. They say it don't, but it do.
But if that was the case, Q-Dog, if age was a thing, then how come Mike Zimmer just got another head coaching job?
Yeah, he owes
Mike
shit.
Zimmer ain't no spring chicken, you know what I mean?
No, Mike Zimmer no spring chicken, but I ain't saying that. I'm shut up.
But it could be that too, man. Bieniemy didn't do jack. He did all his work in Kansas City, a better team. He went to Commanders, and they was trash.
He had Sam Howell playing all right though.
He did, but that's just the level of talent. That's just what he had. The Washington Commanders, get out of here. It's trash, bro. They only won 5 games. It's trash. He did what he could. You just work with what you got. He was sitting there to try to make chicken salad out of chicken, but he didn't. Couldn't. Get a job, Steve Wilkes. I'll tell you, if Patrick Graham wasn't there, he'd probably be our coordinator today.
I will say this: I don't know if they've officially filled the position yet. Yeah. There is an opening down in South Beach. He could take his time with Miami and take over that team.
Yeah, go. Just go somewhere that's gonna appreciate you, bro. Because we tired of getting you. You've been tossed around like a salad. We sick of it. Just sick of it. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show for today, man. As always, we want to thank you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show, man. Please remember to give it a big thumbs up. And if you think this is a show that you can watch on the regular, with a bunch of regular 9-to-5 guys right here, man, then look no further than the Real Sports Podcast and hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell for all notifications. Really quick. Ladies and gentlemen, really quick before we get out of here, man. I got an announcement. Been a minute since I had one in it. I got an announcement here. Announcement, man. You guys know that we had the Real Man to Man Lounge. That was the show where we talk about men stuff and what men going through and all that good stuff there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I decided to bring it back. Yes, I decided to bring it back. Because it's something needed, man. Us brothers, man, we need to get together more and talk more. Something that is needed, very, 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 very important. All right, and it ain't just for blacks. It's for black men, white men, Hispanic men, Puerto Rican, polka dot, plaid, stripe. I don't care. It don't matter. It's all for that, man. So next Saturday, it will be the relaunch, and it will no longer be the Real Man to Man Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, I am officially changing it. It will be called the Man Barbershop. I said the Man Barbershop. Come on.
All right.
And I chose the barbershop, man, because that's one of the places where men can go and talk. We all go to barbershop, man, and we talk about sports. We talk about life, women, money, whatever the case may be. And the barbershop is an atmosphere for us to talk. So it's no longer the Real Man to Man Lounge. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the man barbershop. Yes, sir, the man barbershop. And it will be coming to you live next week, next Saturday, right after the Real to Sports talk show. Again, man, we will just be 1 hour of men talking what we're talking and doing what we're doing. So again, man, there it is. The man barbershop. It's a man talk show. Come join, come get your haircut, come get that fade, come get cleaned up like Q-Dog down there with the fade around the side. Get that fade, man, and come talk some manly stuff with us. And again, that will be next Saturday, right after the Real to Sports talk show. All right, man, 7:33 here, Eastern here in Greensboro, North Carolina. And gotta get out of here, man. The dog feeling a little under the weather, man, but that man got that mama mentality, man. He's still gonna do what he do. Take us out, dog.
I'm glad y'all. Glad y'all tuned in today. We transitioned over to basketball. The football is gone. Hopefully, we'll like y'all more talk basketball with the NBA. And the start of free agent will be here in another 3 or 4 weeks. So get ready for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and again, dog, we know you're under the weather. We wish you a speedy recovery like you normally do. I appreciate you being on, man. It means a lot. You just got that mama mentality, baby. Sick or not, Q-Dog is going to be there. That man give you his word, he going to be there. That's what he do. That's what he do. All right, man. I lost my train of thought here. That crap. All right, we will be back in the building this Tuesday night, as we, of course, will give you more NFL and NBA and probably a little bit of UFL as well, man. You just never know. We got news and rumors and our honest opinions on the topic. And we want to hear from you guys in the live chat as well, man. We want to hear from you guys. Talk your stuff, man. Come on in here and say what you need to say what you got. I will post it. Because we have sports to talk about. So that's Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on the Real to Sports podcast. And ladies and gentlemen, I got one last announcement really quick. For the first time in Real to Sports podcast history, Sports to Talk About will be hosted by Mr. Episode himself, Mr. Young Mark.
All right.
Mr. Young Mark will host Tuesday show Sports to Talk About. Pressure. Yeah, Mr. Episode will be hosting Tuesday night show, man, Sports to Talk About. And I'm pretty sure he got some good stuff for us. He is evolved into a pretty decent host, man. So he will be hosting Sports to Talk About this Tuesday, man. So everybody, believe in your team, but most importantly, believe in yourself. Get you a load of confidence, put it in your pocket, and save it for later. Everybody around the world, from my doorstep to yours, and on behalf of Mr. Episode and the dog, everybody be safe and stay safe. Enjoy the All-Star festivities. We out.